Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Waterbury Board of Education regular meeting at Waterbury Arts Magnet School. We'll begin this evening's meeting with silent prayer. Thank you. Commissioner Sweeney, would you lead us in the pledge?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. For Act 2.
Commissioner Robb? Here. Vice President Harvey?
Here.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Here.
Commissioner Scano?
Here.
Commissioner Strong? Here. Commissioner Stango?
Here.
Commissioner Sweeney? Here. Commissioner Jason Vanstone?
Present.
Commissioner Tom Vanstone? President Brown?
Present. House. Okay, communications, may I have a motion, please?
Motion to place the file in the case of the
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carries. Next is public address to the board, may I have a motion? Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carries. First public speaker is Samantha Rosen. Samantha? Good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Samantha Rosen, a recent graduate of the Waterbury Arts Magnet School. Tonight, I would like to discuss the recent announcement of our principal, Miss Elias, being transferred to another school. Miss Elias has been through so much at this school. From not having assistant principals when she needs them, to losing students and having to mourn and cope, all while putting her students first and make sure her students were taken care of. Miss Elias is the rock of this school. She was always putting the better of her students before anything else. Every year, students would go down to her to take care of their schedules. Because we knew that Miss Elias would make sure that we had first the classes that we needed in order to graduate, second the classes that would help us to succeed in life, and third the classes that we wanted to improve our high school career and have fun and enjoy coming to school. Every single schedule was tailor-made for each individual student, mostly by Miss Elias, because we all knew that she had our high school careers best at heart. Miss Elias was always going above and beyond for her students. If she knew that a student was going through a tough time, whether it was family life, school life, or grades, she would talk to them personally and see what is going on, what is affecting their grades to drop, if they need extra help, if they just need someone to talk to. She was always there. Miss Elias never wanted any student to fail, and she would make sure that if a student was struggling to graduate, she would make sure that they would walk across that path personally. If a student just wanted to talk to her, regardless of the topic, she would find at least 5 minutes in between classes for that student to come talk to her. Miss Elias knows every single student in this school, from 6th grade to 12th grade. She knows them by name. She cares about her students more than any other principal that I personally have ever had. Having a principal that knows you this way and that cares about you thoroughly changes the way that you go through high school and the entirety of your high school career. Removing Miss Elias would cause the school to crumble and fall apart. She is the glue that holds us together. Without Miss Elias, WAMS is not WAMS. So I ask you to please reconsider this regretful decision and to keep Miss Elias at WAMS where she belongs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ellen Rosen. Good evening. My name is Ellen Rosen. I am not a Waterbury resident, but my daughter, who just spoke, Samantha, graduated from Wham. I am grateful for the chance that she came to this school. What I'm not happy about is Miss Elias being taken from us. Dr. Ruffin, you said your decisions were made based on data. I'd like to ask you, where was that data? Because if you saw the way this school is, then you would not have taken her from here. We are an arts school. Arts is an important decision in schools. With all the arts being taken away, we're an art school that thrives. We're one of the top magnet art schools in Connecticut. Do not take away our principal. She is the one that makes Wham Wham. I'd like you to reconsider and look at the whole picture, not just data. And Dr. Ruffin, I would like to make one statement, and this I know for a fact. You were invited to every single performance that we put on, and not once did you attend. So I'd like to point that out to you. If you came, you would have saw Wham is a family. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ken Baxter, and I am a Waterbury resident, so therefore I am a taxpayer in this town. So I am, like these fine folks, I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Elias. My daughter's been trying to get into this school since the 6th grade. She finally got in this end of the school year. She snuck in at the last moment. We were thrilled, she's thrilled. We had Miss Elias in her elementary school, so we hadn't seen Miss Elias in, I don't know, 10 years. We walked into the school, she remembered my name, my daughter's name, and my wife's name, by first name basis. This is the kind of teacher we're talking about, or a principal, I'm sorry, that we're talking about. We talked about the statistics and the facts, none of that was presented to us prior. I mean, we would have liked to have been able to see where you came up with this decision for moving these, moving Miss Elias. The other thing is, she really cares about the students. She is part of the school. It's an art school. You have a teacher or a principal that is an art background. Why would you move that person? It doesn't make any sense. And I think all the stuff that's been said prior to me said much better than I, but I just felt like I needed to come up here and voice my opinion. I hope you guys really take into consideration and hear what we, the people, are saying. It's important when you have this open forum, and I've been through this before with the Board of Ed, and we feel like you have this open forum, you come in and you voice your opinion, and it seems like you guys have your mind made up way before. So I hope you really can reconsider and listen to what we are saying as parents of this school. Thank you.
Sandra?
Rakowski.
Okay. I couldn't make it out, so I didn't want to murder it.
That's all right, it's Rakowski.
Rakowski, okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Rakowski, and I do come from the Naugatuck school system for this magnet school. My daughter took the tour, and my daughter, besides her mother being enthusiastic, my daughter is the one that wanted to come here, and she finally did come here in 8th grade, and she'll be entering, she graduated here, and she is going to be entering the 10th grade here. Miss Elias is everything that everybody said, and I do read a lot avidly in the paper. I do read all of the test scores that came out, and I do understand what the superintendent is saying. However, I would like to see, and I probably am going to start to gather and try and pull myself, because I do these things in my free time, the data from other magnet schools in Connecticut, and that this is a 7-year school that she's supervising, and comparing what other arts magnet schools are in the state of Connecticut that are this size, how they are performing academically. Because this is an accredited arts magnet school, okay? It's a little different. I do know that I was just reading, since I heard the news, and there was a little bit of miscommunication, I guess, with the superintendent's office and the mayor's office, because I got varying stories when I called when I found out, to my dismay, that this was being done over the summer, when the kids and teachers weren't around. There was a little bit of a miscommunication because I did call the superintendent's office and that person said they didn't think that was happening, and then the mayor's office said, no, they thought it was happening. So I just wanted to let you know that there was a lot of miscommunication about this. And I have friends that are administrators, principals, growing up in Naugatuck, they're principals, but I've never seen one car wash for a fundraiser. I've never seen one attend every performance. And for the large amount of students that she has in her student body, she cares passionately about this school. If there is an academic issue, it is disappointing to me that the board and the superintendent did not offer support to a passionate administrator who has invested herself so much in her school. Instead of saying to her, what can we do to help you and make this better, we're removing you. And the other thing is that despite her decision, if that is the decision and that is, she's not going to be here, I'm sure that all of the families here and the students are going to be able to give her a proper send-off and not in the manner in which this was handled. Thank you.
No, why is that?
Good evening, my name is Emma Ripsick, and my daughter's been here since 6th grade. She'll be a 9th grader here in the fall. I'd first like to say that I know that we all have the best intentions here with regards to the education of our children. I want nothing more than my children to be happy and healthy, and I've always believed that a good, solid education is the best way to achieve those things. With that said, I'd like to discuss our school, WAMS. As was stated in the letter that I sent to the Board of Education, both of my kids started off in a Catholic school here in Waterbury. My son graduated from that school and went into Kennedy High School SOAR program, and that same year, my daughter received her letter that she was admitted to WAMS for 6th grade. My daughter was so excited to get in because of her love of the arts. So it was a huge transition for our family, but especially the kids going from a small school environment to a much bigger one. I'm not going to say I wasn't worried about that. I was for sure, but one of the main things to put my mind at ease was talking to Lauren Elias, the building principal here. I know for many people she was a big draw to the school with her love of the arts and the kids. The children here absolutely love her, they trust her, and above all, they respect her, which is such an important combination, I would say probably hard to achieve for most administrators. I was moved by her involvement with the kids and her willingness to get to know them as well as the parents, and I was inspired to get involved with the PTSO here, which in turn got my daughter to become more involved in the school and its after-school activities. She is also an effective administrator. According to ctmirror.org, in February of 2018, WAMS High School scored the highest of all the Waterbury Public High Schools in the state's annual assessment of school performance, which I think is a combination of attendance, scores, AP classes. She truly is the heart of the school. I hope you all took the time to look at the petition at Change.org and read some of the comments left by parents and current and past students who believe in the work that Ms. Elias has done here. There were more than 500 signatures, and each of those signatures represent a difference she has made in our school community. I am pleading with you all to please reconsider and bring Lauren Elias back to WAMS. She is WAMS, and it just wouldn't be the same without her. Thank you. I don't know if it was skipped over by accident, Melissa Lappé.
I did say the name of the person didn't come. Melissa? Sure. Melissa here, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
No, I apologize if I didn't hear my name. My name is Melissa Labby, and I'm a resident in Waterbury. I'm the proud mom of 4 children. They're 15, 13, 10, and 5. So I have a high schooler, a middle schooler, and 2 in elementary school, and I have been through 6 buildings in the Waterbury School District. I want to tell you about a beautiful 13-year-old girl named Kayla. When she was 4 years old, she was diagnosed with ADHD, and the doctors told us to put her on medication. We did not. We tried to do everything that we can, and through her school year, she struggled immensely, not with her academics, but socially, and being bullied. In 5th grade, we, with the hope and a prayer, we put into the lottery for Michaela to get into WAMS. We got the letter that she was number 2 on the waiting list. Thank God, 4 days later, we got the phone call that she was admitted into WAMS. She came a quiet, shy individual. She didn't have any friends. She didn't know what she was going to do. She had constant anxiety, panic attacks. But she came. We toured the school 4 times before she actually came on the first day of school so that she would know where her classes would be and where her locker would be, and that she would be okay, even though there were 500 other students. And no, the high schoolers would not bully her at lunch, and that she would be okay. Miss Elias allowed us to come as much as we wanted to during the summer, and one of those times she walked around with us and showed her. This year in 7th grade, we finally took Michaela to a child psychologist, and she was diagnosed with Asperger's. Miss Elias sat in her office while I cried and cried because my daughter now had another diagnosis, and what are we gonna do? She held my hand and told me she will be okay, and Michaela has been okay. Miss Elias makes a point every day of finding Michaela. Out of 500 plus students, she makes a point of finding my daughter, my 13-year-old girl, to make sure that she's okay. And she'll go, Michaela, where are you going next? Are you sure that's where you should be going? Oh yeah, because my little space student sometimes does forget what she has 4th period and going into 5th period. She has been there for us. She's been there for me as a mom, but most importantly, she's been there for Michaela. Michaela had a meltdown at our Christmas concert this year. Miss Elias got out of her chair and went into the lobby to comfort, again, my child, when the high school and the middle school choruses were having a concert. So this, to me, is personal. Yes, I understand data, and yes, I understand other things, but for the sake of my daughter, who needs that support, who doesn't deal well with change, I beg of you to just reconsider. Please look deeper into the things, reconsider. Come meet with us, parents. Let us talk to you. We would love to meet with you and just share, what's on our minds and our hearts. Waterbury has this open door policy. Invite us in. Let us be part of these decisions. Thank you so much.
Good evening, board. Again, I'm another parent of Grants. I'm a Naugatuck resident, originally from the UK, so I have a different perspective on schools in this country. We put my son in the Arts Magnet School the first time he was in 6th grade. This was almost 12 years ago. So I've been in the school for a long time. I have a senior this year. Everybody's been talking about how it's an art school. Everything is about the arts. My son came through this school, 6th grade through 12th, graduated, went on to a 4-year college in sciences. So it's not just an art school. They are doing their academics. They are succeeding in their academics. My son is going to be a senior this year. Same thing. He is succeeding and he's going to go into mechanical engineering, that kind of school. It's not all about the arts. Miss Elias has made that possible. I've been through several principals in this school in the 12 years. I understood why some of those principals have left in those 12 years. This one came as a complete shock. I am also co-president of the PTSO here at Grants and been on PTSO for the past 5-6 years. I've seen changes during those 5-6 years with Miss Elias in this school. She's only just had the ability to get new vice principals and new in this school. We lost Mr. Edwards to one of the other high schools. He was a great principal in this school too. But he moved on. We understood why. This decision does not make any sense to a lot of parents. As you can see, you've talked about the petition that was come out, a lot of past students, current students. There's been a lot of, so please talk to us. Please think about this. It's more than Barn Alliance. This is the whole school. Thank you.
I'm right here. Hi. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. Sorry.